This is a video tutorial for the Wheatley crochet pumpkin pattern, and this pumpkin can be made in two sizes. This is the smaller size here and this is the larger size, and I used K&C roving yarn in the colors Aran and Cream. And this yarn can be purchased at Joann's. It's a bulky weight size 5 yarn. Patton's classic wool roving can also be used, and that can also be found at Joann's. You will also need just some stuffing. This is just like stuffing that you'd put in a pillow. That can be found at Walmart and most craft stores. Or you could just use stuffing from an old pillow. And then you will need a wood stem. I just found this in our backyard. And then you will need some twine, jute cord, or ribbon to tie to the very top of your stem at the end of the pattern. So let's get started on making the body of the pumpkin. So I am making a smaller pumpkin, and I just finished making the bottom, and I'm going to switch to an I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So you can set your stitch marker aside. You're not going to need that until we start making the top of the pumpkin. And I'm going to move my camera down a little bit. Okay, so we will begin with a chain 1, and in this round, be careful that you don't make your half double crochet stitches too tight, or it will make it hard in the next round. So we're going to start off with a chain 1. This does not count as a stitch. When you go to join at the end of the round, you will skip right over that chain 1 and slip stitch in the top of the first stitch to join. So we're going to skip the first stitch. That's just the stitch right here at the base of the hook. We're going to make 3 half double crochet in the next stitch. Skip the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, now we're just going to start repeating what we have in the brackets under round 1. So skip stitch, 3 half double crochet in that next stitch, skip stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch. It should look like this so far. Skip stitch, 3 half double crochet in the next stitch, skip stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, skip stitch, 3 half double crochet in the next stitch, skip stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch. It should look like this so far. So I'm going to keep going. So skip stitch, 3 half double crochet in the next stitch, skip stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, Okay, so I'm getting to the end of the round here. Okay, so I'm going to make a half double crochet in the last stitch, and then I'm going to slip stitch in the top of the first stitch to join. Okay, so it should look like this. All right, and we are ready to begin round 2. So we will begin with the chain 1 again. And we are going to skip this first stitch. We are going to make a front post double crochet, a back post double crochet, and another front post double crochet all around this half double crochet at the center of this cluster. So you skip the first stitch and then work those 3 stitches around the post of this middle half double crochet. So let me show you how to do it. So we're going to yarn over, skip the stitch, insert your hook from front to back to front around that post, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we just completed 1 front post double crochet. Now we're ready to make a back post double crochet around that same stitch. So yarn over, you're going to insert your hook from back to front to back around the post of that stitch, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it should look like this so far. Okay, so now we're going to make a front post double crochet around that same stitch. So we've done a front post double crochet, a back post double crochet, and then we're ready for our front post double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook from front to back to front around the post of that stitch. And I'm kind of like working below that last stitch I made. Yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it should look like that. You can see like a V here. Okay, we're going to skip the next stitch, skip the next half double crochet. We're going to do a back post double crochet into this half double crochet here that's by itself. So in round 1 we did, we did clusters of 3 half double crochet, then we would do a half double crochet, then another cluster of 3, then a half double crochet. So in this round, you're always working the 3 stitches into that middle half double crochet from the cluster from the previous round, and then you're always going to do the back post double crochets into these half double crochets in between the clusters. Okay, so skip that next stitch, make a back post double crochet in the next stitch. Oops. Okay, yarn over, insert your hook from back to front to back, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it should look like this so far. And I call this stitch here the emery cluster stitch because I came up with this stitch for my emery cluster stitch beanie. So we are going to do another emery cluster stitch here. So we are going to skip over the next stitch and work a front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and front post double crochet into that middle half double crochet. So skip this stitch, yarn over, insert your hook from front to front around the post of that stitch, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we are ready to do a back post double crochet in that same stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook from back to front to back around the post of that stitch, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do a front post double crochet in that same stitch, yarn over, again trying to work below the last stitch on the post. So yarn over, insert your hook from front to back to front, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to skip this next stitch and do a back post double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so we're going to start repeating then what I have in the brackets under round 2. So you're just going to skip the next stitch, work the front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and front post double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next stitch, back post double crochet in the next stitch. So you'll just repeat that around. So I'm going to keep going. You can see it's starting to, the sides are starting to curl up, and we want that to happen, but you can just flip it the other way because this is the side that will be showing. This is the right side, the side that's facing me right now. So it should look like this so far. Okay, so let's keep going. getting towards the end, round 2. I think this is the hardest round, round 2, and then after that it seems to be a little easier. Double crochet in the last stitch, and you are going to slip stitch in the top of the first stitch to join. And that is right here. All right, and now we are ready to begin round 3. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, in round 3, we're just going to repeat round 2, but in this round, instead of working into half double crochet, we're working into post stitches. So you're going to skip that first front post double crochet, and you're going to make the front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post double crochet all around this back post double crochet, or the center back post double crochet. You're going to skip the next stitch and then work a back post double crochet into this back post double crochet. Let me show you how it's done. So I've done my chain 1, yarn over, find that back post double crochet at the center of that cluster, which is right here in the middle. Okay, you're going to skip that first stitch. You're going to work a front, push the stitch out like this, like I'm doing, and you're going to work a front post double crochet, a back post double crochet, and another front post double crochet around that stitch. And again, you can kind of work below each stitch that you make. Okay, then we're going to skip this next stitch right here, and we're going to do a back post double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so we're going to skip the next stitch, work a front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and front post double crochet again in this next stitch. You can see it here. It says back post double crochet right in the middle of this cluster. So front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and another front post double crochet. So it should look like this so far. Okay, we're going to back post, skip the next stitch, and back post double crochet in the next stitch. So in this round, the clusters of 3 stitches are always worked into that middle back post double crochet that's at the center of that cluster from the previous round, and then the back post double crochet are always worked into those back post double crochet stitches on either side of the cluster. So I'm going to keep going. So skip the next stitch, front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and front post double crochet, all in the same stitch. Skip stitch, back post double crochet in the next stitch, skip stitch, front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and one more front post double crochet. Skip the next stitch, back post double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, and I'm going going to keep going. So you can see these nice lines of emery stitches, and then these are the back post double crochet in between the emery stitches. Sorry, that's my dog back here choking on something. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm getting towards the end, so I'm going to skip the next stitch and we're back post double crochet in the last stitch, and then I'm going to slip stitch in the top of the first stitch right here to join, which is right here. All right, now I am ready to begin round 4, and again we're just repeating round 2. So just like you will be working into, you'll be working your 3 stitches into that middle back post double crochet, and then your back post double crochet again are worked into these back post double crochet on either side of the cluster stitches. So chain 1, skip the first stitch, work a front post double crochet, a back post double crochet, and a front post double crochet into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch right here and do a back post double crochet into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch, front post double crochet, back post double crochet, and front post double crochet. Skip the next stitch, back post double crochet. So you will just continue repeating that sequence all the way around. And for the size small, you will do a total of 10 rounds for the body, and for the large size, you will do 12 rounds. And feel free to make it taller. If you want your pumpkin taller, just add more rounds before you move on to the top of the pattern. If you're going to add more rounds for the large size, then you'll definitely want to purchase the 3 skeins of yarn. But with the small size, you should have, with the 2 skeins, you should have plenty to do a few extra rounds if you want. So I hope you enjoy the pattern. Thank you.